What's going on, everyone? I'm Jeff Teague in Raleigh, your source for everything Toyota. Today I've got a review of the 2019 Camry L, or as they say in Spanish, El Camry. Let's take a look. So you may ask yourself, why pick the Camry L trim level? Why not go up to the Camry LE? The LE's not that much more expensive. It's really just anywhere between $300 and $700 depending on options, more expensive than the L, and then you sacrifice some options with the L model. Well, some people go for overall pricing. That would be a benefit. Also, other than the hybrid model, this is the only trim level that averages 41 miles a gallon on the highway. Before we start, let me say the color I picked today is Galactic Aqua Mica. It's one of our most popular colors. It's sort of a chameleon color. It looks like a brilliant bluish green color in the sun, and then when the sun's not on it or at nighttime, it looks more of a darkish black color, so you'll never get tired of the car color. Now the front of this car. It has bi-combination LED headlights and LED daytime running lights with an auto on and off feature. It has a smoke gray, horizontal slatted, more of a classy type grille. This flat logo here indicates it has Toyota Safety Sense on it. So the radar behind here, the millimeter wave radar, is checking for pre-collision system and dynamic radar cruise control. Full range, so it slows you all the way down to 0. And then the camera in the windshield here, that one is watching for automatic high beams and also for lane departure alert with steering assist. So it lets you know you're outside of your lane, and it also guides you back into your lane if you don't do it first, so you don't go into traffic or into a ditch. Now the profile of Camry, it's aerodynamic, it's sleek, smooth flowing lines, so it cuts through the wind, cuts through the air, which helps in turn to give better gas mileage, less resistance. Now compared to the LE model, LE has 17-inch alloy wheels. This has 16-inch steel wheels, so they're wheel covers. Boy, I'll tell you, the Camry L, I bet it feels like Jan Brady, always being compared to the LE model. Marsha, 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 LE, LE, LE. Also on the profile, color-coded, color-keyed, power mirrors. And the gas tank on this one, this is the only gas model that does not have 16-gallon tank. It's 14.5 on the L model. A few things to point out on the back of the car. You'll see Camry. The L model does not have the trim level indicated here. Backup camera, and then it has single exhaust, no chrome tip on it. And opening this sucker up here, one difference in the L model versus the other trim levels, it does not have lowering middle seats. So, you can see we've got good storage room, really good, but it does not have pins that you can lower your middle seats. So if you want the seats to fold down, do not get the L model. And then spare tire, got spare tire equipment here, soundproofing material, and then a temporary spare at 16 inches, so it's the same diameter as the other wheels, it's just temp. In the back seats on the L, they're a two-tone gray fabric seat. Now remember, because this seat does not fold down, there is not the cup holder armrest that folds down, so you won't get that. What you will have is you'll have two bottle holders in the back on either side there. The car does have 6 speakers as an FYI, and this is double USB ports that were added as an option from the regional port. That's not standard. The engine, it's a dynamic force 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. It delivers 203 horsepower, 184 foot-pounds of torque. The transmission, that's a direct shift, 8-speed automatic transmission, so really, really smooth acceleration and shifting between 0 and your top cruising speed. The brakes, they're front disc, rear disc, and then you'll really like the suspension, especially the rear suspension. That's a rear multi-link suspension, so it kind of gives you the best of both worlds. I want the best of both the worlds, because it gives you really responsive handling around turns, and then it also gives you nice, smooth, quiet, and comfortable the rest of the time. And soundproofing material here, hydraulic lift, so you don't have a prop rod getting in the way, or just getting in the way and wobbling and falling like for safety issues. You'll notice it has crumple zones in the front and the rear, and it has Taylor blanks. That's thickening pieces of metal so it absorbs a front impact in case of an accident. Very, very safe vehicle. It also has 10 different airbags in it.
What? Another thing you're going to have to consider when you're getting the L model, if you want upgraded option packages like a moonroof, convenience package, blind spot monitor, or audio package, those are not available in the L trim level. You'll have to go up to the LE or the SE, just an FYI. Now the L model, you're not sacrificing too many options by going to the L model. The temperature controls are one thing, but the interior, it's very open, very spacious feeling, not confining at all. Very few blind spots in my opinion. Faux wood grain trim. The Entune audio is downloading right now. All the controls are very easy to get to, whether you're the driver or the passenger. It minimizes distraction. You can see the two-tone gray seats here. And one thing that we're not getting on the L model, I want to make sure people know this, it does not have a mechanical power driver seat. However, it does have, this is for the back of the seat right here, and this is a pump that can raise your seat up. It doesn't tilt it, and then you can push it back down so people who are shorter or taller can be comfortable as well. 4 fully automatic one-touch windows. And then this is for automatic high beams, high to low, turns traction control on and off in case your wheels are slipping, trunk and gas release. The steering wheel controls are very easily accessible. You can control the multi-information display, so it gives you different pieces of information on the car. How far till you run out of gasoline. Settings, so you can set your lane departure alert settings and your pre-collision system settings. Here's your Bluetooth control that answers a call and hangs up. Voice commands and radio volume. Dynamic radar cruise control, full range, baby. And then lane departure alert. And this is your cruise control. This activates it and this sets it for the certain speed. And then you just keep pushing this and it'll change the distance that it will set between you and cars in front of you. Storage room here. There are no power ports to plug into, just as an FYI. Cup holders, storage space down here. And I did want to let you know, this car does have keyless entry on it, so it's got the lock and unlock remote, also with the trunk release and the panic button on it. So it does have that. And then the temperature controls, they are single zone. It's not dual zone like the next trim level up. We don't want to mention it. It starts with an LE. And temperature and then fan speed. But it does blow out very quickly. Whoa! And then these are our power connections right here next to the shifter. USB and iPod connectivity. And then we've got our 12-volt connector, circular power port right there. Holla! And I do want to show you the things that are standard on every trim level of the Camry as of 19. Little LED pocket lights here. Safety Connect. If you have an emergency where you need roadside assistance or towing, or you're in an accident, or if you need them to track your car because it's stolen, you can do that through the Safety Connect. And then the mirrors are not lighted, but they have mirrors. I don't know if that's saying much. It's also the mirror extender, or the visor extender. And then we also have standard Wi-Fi Connect, so you can set up Wi-Fi in your vehicle like that. Set up your Wi-Fi hotspot through Verizon. And then the radio, this is the Entune base audio, so it's Entune Audio 3.0, and it gives you the Entune app suite, so you have access to Pandora, iHeartRadio, stock prices, fuel prices, things like that. And you also have Alexa enabled commands and Apple CarPlay. Since I don't have an Android plugged in right now, I'll just simulate what the Alexa commands could do. Hey Alexa, tell me how awesome Toyota Jeff is. Toyota Jeff is very awesome. Thank you for asking. Have you lost weight? That's one of the commands you can give it. And then Apple CarPlay. You do have to be connected with a USB cable right there. This gives you access to several different apps that you'd see on your phone. I've got 2 messages waiting for me. People like that you can play your own music very easily. You can either push music or you can push now playing. That'll go instantly to whatever song is playing on your phone. You can do the iPhone maps, Google Maps, touch screen and scroll, Waze maps. You can also do any of these other features like Sirius XM, Radio Disney, I said iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, podcasts, etc., etc. The Camry drives really, really well. Whether you're going straight away or around one of these turns here, very responsive handling. And I tell everybody who comes in to look at the cars, it's 100% sure bet mechanically as far as quality, reliability, dependability. It's gonna last forever. You're probably gonna get tired of the car before it starts to break down on you. Be ready to upgrade. From me, Jeff Teague. But as far as the drive itself, I tell everybody this, and it's true for the most part. It's smooth, it's quiet, it's comfortable. There are certain situations where you're accelerating, you can certainly hear the engine as it revs up. But listen to this. It is so quiet right now, just a normal Sunday stroll on a Wednesday morning. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you subscribe to Toyota Jeff YouTube channel. Let me know what you think of the Camry L model. See you next time.